protecting Main Street from Wall Street. It's Chris Hoffman with Money Unleashed.
How much money do you put into your checking account from work on a month-to-month basis? It has a high probability that with your investable assets, we can replace that paycheck.
It's time to put you back in control of your money.
You've worked for 35 years. It's time for you to not stress. It's time for you to enjoy and live the retirement you want to live.
It's Money Unleashed with Chris Hoffman.
Welcome into the Money Unleashed podcast with Chris Hoffman. We've got a great discussion for you today, and we appreciate you checking out the show. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We've talked a lot about things that we'd like to avoid financially, the more turbulent times that can be more than stressful, but they can also offer that moment for reflection, for adjustment when it comes to our financial planning. Now, we've discussed retirement fears on the show quite a bit. They run the gamut because everybody is different. But at the top of that list, typically, you're going to see the same thing. Running out of money as that top fear. It's about as close to universal as you'll find, and who wants that? The better question, though, may be, how do we avoid that? Olivia Mitchell is a professor for the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania and the executive director of the Pension Research Council. She joined Yahoo Finance's Decoding Retirement recently and revealed a rather notable regret among retirees.
Older people regretted not having purchased lifetime income. Lifetime income streams would come from something like an annuity, where you purchase from an insurance company a lifetime income payout that will make it much easier for you to manage your expenses. Even in later life, many people become demented. Many people are financially not as literate as they were when they were younger. And having that steady income stream is and can be a real boon. People regretted not having done that.
Now, Chris, creating dependable, sustainable income streams in retirement can change the equation when it comes to that fear of potentially outliving our money, can it?
It can, and I don't know whether I'm going to pick on Olivia Mitchell or agree with her, but it's
both.
Okay, let's do both. She is the executive director of the Pension Research Council. Mm-hmm. Where are the pensions, Olivia? Why are we talking about an income annuity instead of you preaching and implementing pensions across all these major corporations like generations ago? That would certainly fix a lot of the fear of running out of money. Mm-hmm. The only way you run out of money is if the market takes it away and you use it up. Now, she's deflecting, and basically I'm drawing a parallel between her being the director of pension research and an income annuity. But she states that's a big regret that they have, that they didn't purchase lifetime income. Well, certainly an income annuity is a contractual obligation that the insurance company has in paying you a monthly or annual income stream for the rest of your life. Nothing wrong with that at times, and it does vary, not month by month, but I would say every quarter to 6 months, you can look at these products and see if they're offering heavier levels of income and take advantage of those. And that's a set it and forget it piece of your portfolio. So it's not the portfolio that I would invest and then you turn around in 5 years and you say, no, cash it out. The design of an income annuity is to use it for income for the rest of your life, live past life expectancy, and be in the insurance company's pocket, right? That's the way you win with an income annuity. Now, there are many versions of them, folks. So one of the things you need to watch is inflation. If inflation takes off, and let's say you've got an annuity that's sending you $2,000 a month, well, 10 years from now, historically, that would mean they're only really sending you $1,000 a month because your purchasing power gets cut in half every 10 years. So you can purchase income annuities that kind of have inflation adjusters to it. So that might be healthy to look at. You also need to determine whether you get paid just on your life or you include continuance with a spouse. That would be a joint payout. So work with a financial advisory team that understands the insurance world, understands the annuity world. There are good ones. There are bad ones. We can help you to differentiate between those and find possibly one that works for you and your family. Very individualized. Also, if you currently own an annuity and have an income rider on it or a long-term care, home care rider, do not put it in your file drawer at home and never look at it for improvements. Bring those to us, folks. We will do a fresh annuity review. We've got a software tool that can basically break down your current annuity, and we can say, compared to the ones today, here's how it matches up. And should you even be in it? And we have to look deeply at it because we don't want to hit you with surrender charges and things like that. But that's on the annuity front. But she's not mentioning some other key components to not running out of money. How about dividend investing? Dividends typically adjust more aggressively than inflation does. So if you want a good inflation hedge on your income, invest in the Aristocrat dividend stocks. We can pick individual stocks for you that pay a consistent dividend. That's highly reliable. That's not guaranteed, right? Because dividends get voted on quarterly by the board of directors. So unlike an annuity, it's not guaranteed, but it's highly likely they will continue to pay, especially if they're an Aristocrat dividend company. And then you've got fixed income. We talk about that quite often. Interest rates spiked, fixed income spiked. Now it's come down a little bit, but I think now with the tariff wars that are going on, we will see a stabilization of interest rates. So there are still some very good fixed income products that we can go after to complement it. But it's a matter of Social Security. It's a matter of Olivia Mitchell offering more pensions out there for us all. It's a matter of, is an income annuity right for you? Dividend investing in fixed income. That's how many things? 4 or 5 I just listed off the top of my head. That's how you build your Replace My Paycheck. That's how you take your take-home pay every 2 weeks or whenever you get it, and you calculate that out and tell us, hey, net of all taxes, net of my contributions to my 401k, I made $100,000 last year. That's what was deposited in my checking account. We will take your entire financial landscape and world, and we are convinced that if you put us to the Replace My Paycheck challenge, we can actually replace and possibly exceed your take-home pay from your financial life. In other words, you get paid like you're going to work, but you don't have to go to work. All of that without selling $1 of your principal. Now, that's not an easy task for us on every caller, but so far we've got a very high percentage at being able to replace your paycheck in retirement and not jeopardizing and not having to draw down your principal. That's potentially very powerful at curing the number one fear in retirement of running out of money, but also providing you highly reliable or guaranteed income stream to sustain your lifestyle for 30 years in retirement.
Put Hoffman Financial Group to the test with that Replace My Paycheck challenge, and it is a very, very intensive process that they're happy to take on to show you ways to take your highest earning years and to replicate that throughout retirement, to give you clarity, to give you confidence about your financial situation as you move into retirement, because it is a big transition when you go from the working world to the retirement world, but we want to make it a fun transition. We want to make it a successful retirement, and this is the kind of challenge that helps people realize that.
That's right. And when you say intensive, it's intensive for us. Right. We are not going to occupy your time. You're not going to have to spend an hour or 2 hours going over reports with us and understanding exactly how all of this mixes and matches. It's one phone call. You pick up the phone today and you call us to book an appointment. Then you get a call from us on Monday or Tuesday from one of our associates. They'll ask you some questions. And then when you go back to work and you're doing your thing, we are preparing the hours of information to present it to you in writing. It's not a verbal discussion. It is a hardcore written summary of how we would generate this income to replace your paycheck. When you come in, we get to know you. We ask you a little bit more about yourself and about your financial life and what your aspirations are, and then we physically show you and give you a copy of this income report. It's all complimentary, but you've got to pick up the phone and call us, 404-341-6767, or you can go online to unleashyourmoney.com and click the Replace My Paycheck button and just fill in some information, and we'll call you Monday or Tuesday.
It's about as quick and easy and as efficient as it gets. That number again, 404-341-6767, or sign up online at unleashyourmoney.com. It's information, it's powerful, and it might just change your overall perspective of your financial situation when it comes to retirement. I'm going to go back to the well. We don't have a ton of time for this, but I felt like I'd ask anyway. The Pension Research Council was very busy. They didn't just talk about annuities and where they may fit. They talked about a lot of different regrets. And the survey that they found, asking adults 50 and over, nearly 1,800 respondents, mind you, over 60% said that they regret not saving more earlier in life. And that, of course, is subjective, and I don't think it's uncommon for a lot of folks out there of any age. But, Chris, there may be people out there who are thinking that way, that maybe they haven't saved enough, maybe they didn't start early enough, maybe that's even hindering their progress right now, and they might actually find out if they do this Replace My Paycheck Challenge that they've done a better job than they realize.
Yeah, there is no benefit, folks, in beating yourself up about the past.
Yeah.
It's the score, and if you don't like the score, just wake up today and go and change it. And let us help you change it. Don't accept whatever reality you're scared of inside your financial life. If you do have that concern about, will I have enough money? Will I outlive my money? Will I be able to generate income to live on comfortably in retirement? Don't walk around with those questions unanswered. If you're in your mid-50s to late 50s or 60s, you need hardcore evidence of the answer to those questions. So that way you can go and live your life. So that's a great example of somebody who should pick up the phone or go online to schedule a meeting with us to get that financial physical and get that financial checkup to make sure you can generate the income that you need. You don't have to invade your principal and draw it down. You are protected from a tax standpoint. You're not going to owe the government 30% of your assets in retirement. Start now. We can plan around it. It's what we do for a living, and we can map it out in writing in bite-sized pieces, too. It's not this overwhelming 40-page planning report. It's, let's start with a portfolio x-ray. Let's assess what you have. From there, if we find some golden nuggets in there of change, you can implement them without us, or we can take it to the next level and we can prepare an income study or income plan for you, including tax strategies. Then we go from that and we put together the whole financial plan, mapping it out every year until age 100. Those 3 steps are very easy for a caller to provide us the information they need. Let us get to work. You come in, half an hour meeting, 45-minute meeting, lots of information, action-packed, and you get to take it with you.
And we're sitting here talking about a research study that was done by a third party. Well, how would you like to have a research study into your financial situation? That's exactly what we're talking about here. It's the work, it is the research, it is the information that can help give you that financial confidence when it comes to your retirement savings, your retirement planning, and all of the things in between. It's comprehensive and it's complimentary. Just give us that call today, 404-341-6767. Take Chris and his team up on the Replace My Paycheck Challenge. You can also sign up online at unleashyourmoney.com. Chris Hoffman is an investment advisor representative of Brookstone Wealth Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor and affiliate of Brookstone Capital Management, LLC. BWA and Hoffman Financial Group are affiliated under common ownership. Registered investment advisors and investment advisor representatives act as fiduciaries for all of our investment management clients. We have an obligation to act in the best interest of our clients and to make full disclosures of any conflicts of interest. Please refer to our firm brochure, the ADV2A, page 4, for additional information. The Hoffman Financial Group and WSB are not affiliated. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. This information should not be considered tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a professional specializing in the field of tax, legal, accounting, or investments regarding the applicability of this information for their situation. Any client experiences discussed during the show are unique to that client. They are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments will fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Any comments regarding safe and secure products and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products. They do not refer in any way to securities or investment advisory products. Fixed insurance and annuity product guarantees are subject to the claims paying ability of the issuing company and are not offered by Brookstone. Index or fixed annuities are not designed for short-term investments and may be subject to caps, restrictions, fees, and surrender charges as described in the annuity contract. Please refer to our firm brochure, the ADV2A Item 4, for additional information. Hoffman Financial Group is not affiliated with or endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Insurance licensed in Georgia, number 163546.